don't know how well you guys can see all that in the building there, but basically what they're doing is taking 1,000-pound super sacks and dumping them in a hopper, and that hopper feeds an elevator that goes up to that spout right there, as best I can tell. I don't think they really want us in the building, so I really didn't check it out, but that's what it's doing. It's coming out that fast. So you got to put 50 of those sacks in there, and they're on number 9. So we've been here they started loading about an hour ago. So this is going to be, I hate to have this on a Friday, but this is, especially a Friday, I'm 5.5 hours away from home. So it's going to be a minute, I think. So sucks, but it's part of the deal. Part of the deal, guys. Alright, got our seals on. Got our other seals on right there. They'll get us our paperwork. We're gonna get out of here. Alright, we got our paperwork and we're gonna head out here. Right before I get on the interstate, there was a place that had Mudflap, and I looked and it was what was it? $4.19, I think is what it was. But I filled up yesterday in New Boston, Texas, or I say yesterday. I guess technically it was yesterday. So I filled up anyway. I filled up before I come down here at New Boston, Texas for $4.30 a gallon, which is, I mean, that's heck of a lot better, but I'm gonna top off at $4.19 or whatever it is here, and when I leave Sunday, I guess I'll stop up there at Steele, Missouri, like I did the other day, and get fuel there, and because I think it's not really like huge savings there, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than like going to Ohio, up to Indiana and Ohio and up to Illinois where I'm going. So we're gonna top off here and down here in Lake Charles, Iowa, Louisiana, where we are, and then we're gonna top off in Steele, Missouri Sunday afternoon, and hopefully that'll get us set up to go to Ohio where we're going, and then get back to Steele, Missouri again and fill up at Steele, Missouri on the way back. So that's the plan anyway. Of course, this fuel, the prices can change overnight, and but I don't really see the prices changing so much up north that it's going to change my plans at all. Maybe change locations where I fill up back down south, but definitely not going to change the fact that I'm filling up down south. So, all right, we're going to get to the fuel stop and get this show on the road, make like horse doo-doo and hit the trail. Good Sunday morning to everybody. I just left the house a couple minutes ago, or left the shop, and got the truck all cleaned up and tires all juiced up and ready to go to Ohio and kick this rice bran off. Then we got a load of DDG, I think it's DDG, coming right back home. So kind of like the other video that I did here. Well, it's been a couple weeks ago since I shot it, but I think I posted it the other day. So but it's the first hopper video that should have been the second hopper video. So, all right, train's gone. We're gonna stop up here in Missouri and get a little bit of fuel, and then we're gonna ride on some more. See you guys in a little bit. these tires a little bit. Oh, looking good there. I don't know if you guys know your acronyms, but that is a BMF right there. Oh my Lord. Look at that thing. That sucker is some kind of bad right there. Jeez. I see it up here at this place all the time. I love it. Love it, love it. Makes me want another flat top 379. Whew. Got them tires juiced up, wheels all shined up. Man, we looking good today. Hopefully we'll make it home all cleaned up too. So get some of this fuel. We got stopped here and got some off this Mudflap app. I think it's $4.34 a gallon, and the pump price is $5.09. I think is what it is. I can't say. Yeah, $5.09. Wow. All right, let's get her filled up. All right, so I bought fuel here in Blytheville, Arkansas, right here, off the Mudflap app. All right, in Missouri right here, it is $4.37 also. So without going into a real big IFTA discussion and how it works, because I don't know, in my poor little mind, it's mind-boggling, because it's like some formula that Albert Einstein come up with or something, how it works. But anyway, I buy more fuel or I travel more miles in Arkansas than I ever do in Missouri. Usually 55, 57, that 93 or 87 miles, whatever it is right there. That's usually all I go. And then Arkansas, you know, I'm all over the place in Arkansas. So it benefited me way more for my fuel tax purposes to buy fuel here in Blytheville than it ever would here in Missouri. And I'm not good at explaining stuff, especially something that as complex as IFTA. So like, I'm not even going to try, because I can explain it to myself, but I can't explain it to y'all. So anyway, IFTA basically figures up how many gallons you buy in a particular state, and basically how many gallons were of that you bought in which particular state. So like I said, without going into any scientific formula that Albert Einstein created, we'll just say that it's better if you travel more miles and in a particular state, and the fuel price is the same, buy the fuel in the state that you travel more miles in. All right, the end. I got to hit the road. All right, here we are at beautiful Effingham, Illinois. Here we are at beautiful Effingham, Illinois. Gonna put some tire service anti-gel, winterize anti-gel, because diesel fuel will freeze. And these older Peterbilts, they're a little bit different than the newer ones. The newer ones have returns that come out of the engine, or the return actually comes to an engine to a distribution block, and both returns return hot fuel through that distribution block. There's a line going to each tank. Now this one don't really work like that. It actually has a crossover on the bottom where the passenger side tank feeds the driver's side tank, and everything returns to the driver's side, I think. That's how that works on these. So yeah, there is a awesome chance of freezing up. It's going to be kind of chilly where I'm going tonight. I think it's 17 where I'm going, and the wind chill, I think it's going to be cold. It's just going to be cold. So we're here, TA right here. We're fishing around in here and get us some Popeyes and some Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and ride on over and freeze. It's pretty cold here. It's I think it's some 20 something here right now. So yeah, it's cold. It's cold. It ain't the weather I like being in, but hey, we got to make a living somehow. So let me run in here, get some Popeyes and Dunkin's, and then we're gonna hit the road, and we're gonna have to ride for a little bit. All right, good morning. Monday morning, to you guys. We are the first truck here and the first truck way in, first truck get back over here and fix the dump. It's one thing about the hopper bottom game. It's all a rat race. It is all a rat race because you've always got to try and be the first truck there wherever you're going to load or unload the first thing in the morning. Because there's always a bunch of trucks coming in and out of these feed mills and everywhere where you're going, so you've always need to be the first one there. If you ain't first, you last. And a lot of times that's the way it is, man. The other day when I was at that feed mill, you know, it was taking 2.5 hours to unload a truck, and I got there at night. Knew I was going to be the first truck there, and there was 2 others in front of me. So I didn't really have time to mess around like I did, because I stopped at the Pilot and I actually waited on a shower. But the whole plan was to stop at my kid's house and take a shower. But turns out he had the flu, and I didn't know it. So anyway, you stop at the Pilot for a little while, take a shower, wait on the shower. But it wasn't that bad. I didn't wait that long, really and truly, because I ate while I was waiting. But still, I took my time going across there, stopped and got fuel, which I needed to. But you know, I didn't waste a lot of time. But and it may not have really gained me anything. I may have been the third truck there regardless. But, you know, I don't know, probably 5 minutes after I got there, another truck rolled in. I'm like, oh, man. You know, and some of these guys, you got to watch some of these guys, because you go to bed somewhere like all staged up, and you'll wake up and the line's done moved, and everybody, you know, this ain't the old days anymore. Ain't nobody gonna wake you up and you in line. They fixing to drive around your ass. That's the way it is. And you can kind of look at trucks and kind of gauge the driver or whatever sometimes, and know that this guy's not gonna wake me up. So, you know, you got to be on your toes, because ain't nobody watching out for you no more, buddy. All right, I'm gonna sit here and fill out my little sheet here that tells what I hauled last and who I am and what I'm hauling. So got to get that done. We're gonna get sampled. They gonna probe us. So get this done so we can get unloaded and reloaded and head back towards the house. All right, we're getting probed. Some of y'all probably into that, but that's what it does when they take our sample out there. Woo. I'm gonna tell you what, it's like 12 degrees right now, and it is some kind of cold, but a rice brand's coming off. Just as I suspected, they got a bunch of snow and crap up here the other day, so all the residue from, I guess that is calcium they put on the roads, gotten all over my tires, so we'll wipe that down when we start heading south here in a little bit. And we'll let her bump. We gotta go get some DDG just like we did. We're going to a different place than I went the other day, so that ought to be interesting. Maybe it'll be, I can't hardly beat where my other place I went to, because my other place was really quick, got me in and out, so it'd be hard to beat it. Ooh, we got to do something about that. All right, they hadn't got this auger on yet, so I'm fixing to go sit in the truck for a minute, warm up.